Just quite hasn't measured up as a 3-year-old. Only had the one start. That was a 3-year-old, I think. So just a bit of a problem getting it into the starting gate. Night Dancer. She certainly decided to turn on a bit of a tantrum down there. And she's a very good 2-year-old, of course, Night Dancer, 1-3. It's only had the 2 runs as a 3-year-old and struck a heavy track in the bog down at Otago on June the 4th. That very heavy track didn't suit a lot of horses, but first start for the 3-year-old campaign was not a bad 4th at Timaru back in May when she wasn't that far away behind our Cashew. But she certainly decided that she's not going to have much of the start here, hasn't she? She's just really saying to the starting attendants there that you're going to put me in at your peril. Get anywhere near those hind legs and you might be heading to the public hospital. And I would imagine that David Ruff, the starter, will be getting a wee bit tired of that, and as she's walking away, he might have already decided that, well, try once more. Yes, it looks as though he's going to just persevere for a little longer yet. But David won't hold up the start too long if she's really disinclined to come into the start. He's walking away behind the starting gate, and what's his decision going to be? Terry Mosley. Terry looks a bit... What's he going to do? He's going to jump on and try and walk her in. The starter's gone to his platform, so it looks as though Night Dancer's late scratching, and they jump. Night Dancer withdrawn at the start now, and the rest of the 3-year-olds away and beginning fairly well. One for the Birds down on the inside. Say Magic wider out on the track, just a little slower out, or just in behind the leader, in fact a little slower out, and going up to join them Diamond Head, and Let's Tango's pretty close to them. They were followed then by She's Gigariga, wider out on the track, then Fortitudo trying to get handy, getting back in the field is Stark Reality, and Baywood's the tail ender. They come across the top now, 700 metres to go, and Diamond Head the leader. Joining at the outside is Let's Tango, and up on the inside is One for the Birds. They were followed in behind by Say Magic, being niggled at to get close now. She's Gigarig was next, followed then by Diamond Head, and well back at this stage are Baywood and Stark Reality. They're in the straight, 400 metres left to run, and Let's Tango's gallop to the front and the outside. Say Magic now being angled out, but a good 3 lengths away, but starting to storm home at the moment, though, at the distance post. It's Let's Tango here, Say Magic knuckling down to its work, still got 3 lengths to make up. I don't think it can do it, and it's Let's Tango going to the line strongly. Let's Tango's going on to win it and gets home, and Damien Brown eases up as they go to the line, so won it comfortably. Second home the favourite Say Magic. Getting into third was Fortitudo, and it was followed by Baywood, One for the Birds, a gap to Let's Gigarig, and in behind those runners then were Diamond Head and Stark Reality, and bear in mind that Night Dancer was scratched at the barrier, so money back on that. Let's Tango always with the pace, just a bit too good, and obviously when Say Magic got back in the field, even though it had a little bit of a weight advantage, a weight relief rather, with the claim 1.5, it wasn't enough to close the gap on Let's Tango at the finish, and Fortitudo running into third, money about 4 lengths away.
Okay, have a look at this for Damien Brown. It's a horse by Diodor, an Aussie-based sire. Was foaled down in New Zealand, coming off a last start win 13 days ago at Timaru, and gets the cash for Damien as it kicks clear. $18 on 3.20, and paid considerably more than what it did in New Zealand, that's for sure. And beat home Say Magic, and Fortitudo ran a very good race. We got it into $3.30 to place for you, $141.90, so some good value if you're having a bet on the New Zealand races. And Tab Limited New South Wales have got some great prizes at the moment. Now let's look ahead to the next race, and Awamutu Maiden it is, over 1,150 metres, and Courting Debt at $12, Picture Perfect $8.10, $3.50 Indian Score, $7.40 My Marguerite, Sky Cove is at $11, 22 ILOS, 33 Maori Princess, 20 for Flower Mound. Kate at $19, Uria at 10s, Ballina Magic 18, Buraculous at 24, Ralda 13.27 for Walt Zeal. Now I can tell you the mail from across the Tasman goes the way of the 2 from 3 and then number 5. 2, 3, 5 and then 1 and 11. So we'll try those out for you. 2, 3, 5 from 1 and 11 is the way the mail is. Indian Squaw. Well, I think Picture Perfect could be the way we're going to lean early, ahead of number 3, Indian Squaw. And some value runners there too, perhaps even the 7, which doesn't figure in the top 6. Now, Victoria Park, the 4th race on the card. And let's check out how they rate in this event. Resist goes around. Let's see how it figures in the ratings. Britain, New Zealand is the best backed of the mail. They're off now.
Followed Yolis out by the Urea. They're followed down on the inside then by Picture Perfect. Going up and around them was My Marguerite, followed by Ballina Magic. Then Sky Cove got back second last, and Plough Mountain's a tail ender. They commence a run down the side, 6.50 to go, and Courting Debt's made the lead now, 3/4. Boraculous right on its heels then as Walt Seal. Indian Squaw, Maori Princess came next from Ralda. My Marguerite's deeper out on a bit of a limb there. They're followed in behind them by Picture Perfect. Then we've got Yolis and Kate out wider. Sky Cove commence its run. Ballina Magic second last, and Flower Mounds a tail ender. Round the bend in the Commercial Hotel, and Courting Debt will line up. Miraculous over on the outside, who's trying to level. They're followed Picture Perfect into the clear. Indian Squaws down the outside, and Sky Cove with a late run, but Courting Debt's in front now. They won't pick up Courting Debt at the 100. He's down in fact by 3 or 4. Picture Perfect and Miraculous fighting out second. Courting Debt by 5. Second above of the heads, either Picture Perfect or on the inside Miraculous. Sky Cove in a photo for 4th with Ralda. In behind them came Indian Squaw. Then we had Urea. The inside then was Kate. Out wider then would have been Maori Princess, Yola's Flower Mound, My Marguerite, Walt Seal, and Ballina Magic is last in.
It's paid $6.70 and $2.20 here, the winner. And Matt Williamson in the saddle. Careers away, Lowell by Lowell. It's called Courting Debt. Prepared out of T. Ramper. Placed last time out behind Quick Tan and gave them a spanking in the run to the line. Very tight go for the Miners. And we'll come back and confirm Miners. Apologies for missing the jump there. Out of our control. The picture feed emanating from New Zealand, the 2 tracks. But Courting Debt, if you're on board, you've collected the cash. And don't forget, with the big New Zealand promotion, Tab Limited's running, you can win a trip for 2 to the Auckland Cup. Just awaiting Miners. We'll super those shortly. And a tight go for the Miners, an absolute spanking, though, the winner delivered as they turn for home. Well, let's see what we can deliver on Grand National.
Back. So they're nearly set, 1,400 metres they jump, and My Kind of Girl jumped best in the inside, and going out with them as Amber Race, and also in a party is going to be Sumerian getting around the outside pursues. Lots of giggles and Spectacular Trio, and Jazzy Jet has actually pierced through to be the leader. Then there's a gap of about 4 or 5 lengths to Broken Us. So down the back they travel 1,000 metres back, and Jazzy Jet has reached the lead. Jazzy Jet are in front now from My Kind of Girl, going around his pursues, and just between the pair of them the stablemate Amber Race. They were followed 2 away by Lots of Giggles. Sumerian back on the inside. Next to that Spectacular Trio, but 3 out, and 2 lengths to Broken Us. They make the turn now about 700 metres out, and Jazzy Jetta going nicely in front. He is pricked, running second, pursues the outside. In behind horses then, but up against the rail, we've got My Kind of Girl, Spectacular Trio getting a bit closer. Amber Race a bit flat in the centre. Sumerian was next, followed then back behind runners is going to be Lots of Giggles, and Broken Us starting a run on the inside. Inside the 400 metres though, and Perseus goes up. Jazzy Jet has called it a day rather quickly, and Perseus gets to the front. Spectacular Trio, and right between them My Kind of Girl and Sumerian coming through down on the inside. At the moment My Kind of Girl, now Sumerian getting the upper hand, and Spectacular Trio keeping up a good run down towards the line. Sumerian getting there though, and Sumerian is going to win it from Spectacular Trio. Running third was My Kind of Girl, and then we had Perseus, didn't see it all the way to the post. Alongside of that was Broken Us, and further out on the track Amber Race, and they were followed by Lots of Giggles, and Jazzy Jetta didn't get to the line.
Sue Marion getting the cash, and pays $5.20 and $1.70. So pretty much similar to what they paid in New Zealand. Spectacular Trio 310, 150 for My Kind of Girl, 7, 9 and 2. And the winning rider was none other than Terry Mosley in the saddle. So the 7 was the winner, And by Sumer, there's been a few good Sumer horses race here. The photo finish in reverse. Now we'll leave that there and check out the market for the 5th race.